Aavak, the connoisseur of perversion. Enemies are goddamn. Even if it is true. Right. I think we're actually going to go with...
See you there.
Thanks, Eb. I mean, we're already home, so don't worry. We're bringing Verse and Kills in Shadow. Yeah, I think that's going to be particularly good. But maybe I should take Eb's gear? Actually, Eb hasn't got particularly strong gear right now.
Got them in my sights.
Good. Well done. Oh, you got a level up. I approve. Let's take that, shall we? Right then. Well, I wouldn't mind getting a dodge, heal, wield, and arm comp. Yeah, I think we're going to pop one into quickness. Let's go for that. There you go, save. And indeed, let's get you another point. Now, duelist or skirmisher, I wonder. I do love the music in this game, I really do. There's 1 talent point spent in skirmishry. Attacks made with bows gain armor penetration. I mean, that's cool. But you don't skirmish that much. I'm fairly certain we can definitely have that. Gaining a bonus to dodge, a passive bonus to dodge, is not a bad thing. Burst taunts your foe, enraging them for forcing them to attack you for a brief time. Sweep at the target's feet, knocking them prone, then following downward with strikes from each weapon. Increase weapon damage while dual wielding. After the kill, Verse will strike twice with her attacks for a short time. Verse swaps positions with an enemy and then stabs them with each of her weapons. Pig on a spit. That wouldn't be a bad one. But I think we're going to go with... increased weapon damage. A passive, I think, would be a bit better. Let's go for that. There we are. Now I need another talent point spent here, and I'm probably going to be popping that into Gravedigger to be able to get the next one. But let's have a quick look at Verse. How are you doing there? Let's get you some... that's a healing potion. Let's make sure everyone's got some healing potions. Drowsy drop, no. Let's swap that out with a proper healing potion. There we are. I'll let you have those for now. Sigil of approximate action. This scroll contains magical expression. Using spells that generate an aura around the target. Sure. We can now learn it, I believe. There we go. Well. How much lore do I have at this point? 81. Okay, nice. Alright. So, that will be interesting. Let's have a look at what we can make. So the Sigil of Vigor and this would give us guidance. Allied AoE, plus 10% hit precision for 3 seconds, plus 20% graze precision for 3 seconds. Radius is 4 meters. But that is an expensive spell. It's straight up 80. So we'd have nothing else. Sigil of Lightning, we can't have that, so it can't be on a... yeah, we can't use it on something that is more of an attack. Oh, we can use it with Force. Weighted Stance. Generate an aura around the target that prevents allies from being knocked prone. Huh. That's kind of cool. And finally, now this one I imagine is going to be good. Healing Aura. Now, yes. Oh, but 100 lore. Worth getting, though, if we can get it. Surround the target with an aura of healing energy. Allies within the field recover health over time. See, that one seems amazing for us. If we could get to that, I would be very, very happy with it. But we can't, so that's a no-go for now. Still, that would be very worth us getting. Right. I'm fairly certain this one is just lore plus 20. I could possibly get you something simple. It's just a little bit too expensive there. Have I got a cheaper one? No. That's a shame. You can't have that then. But that's fine. 48. No, that's already 20, so we're not getting that anytime soon. That's fine. Use certain force to channel arcane energy into magical forces that push and knock. How much is this base? It's nothing base. So you could have this. Concussive Bolt. Foe Area of Effect. Damage 11 to 19 crush versus dodge. Dazed Affliction. Interrupt. Average. Okay. Control Force. Bombard a distant target with concussive forces. The force of the impact Dazes and interrupts. That might be okay for you. For, nothing else. Sure. Let's give you that. That seems like a reasonable one to have. The illusion one is okay, but generally speaking, we've got Charged Fist, we've got Titan's Touch, Surge of Glory, and another Titan's Touch. Those are fine. What is Titan's Touch again, though? Fill the target with a Surge of Greatness, granting them a bonus to Might and Vitality. That seems applicable to you. Charged Fist, I think, has got a strong interrupt. Having interrupt is useful, I feel. Super, super useful. Okay. Well, that's cool. What else do I want to give Verse? Now, you haven't got much to play with, though. So we can't do too much, but maybe we could see something with Illusion. Focused Intent. We go with Sigil of Channeled Strength. Unravel Minds. Overwhelm the minds of nearby foes. Stunning. And dazing them. I mean, I'm not against that. It's an expensive one to go with. That's 20, because almost all of these are going to be more costly than I can add. Based on the cost. And they generally have incrementing power, so I just need to have a look at the first one. But I think this is good enough. We'll have an Unraveled Minds there. There we go. And maybe a charge, or possibly even a freezing one as well. Let's go with... create a spell that affects a single target, neither caster. Now this is only 15 now, so we can probably put down some decent ones. That would take us up to 45. Accent that fuses the elements of frost and fire together. Frozen Grasp would be a nice attack. It would genuinely be a nice attack. I'm very tempted with it. Yeah, okay. You can have Frozen Grasp. That should give you some pretty potent abilities there. Oh wow, Big Al from the Berg. From the Berg. Thank you so much for the bits there. Just because I lurk too much and don't have much to say. Oh, thank you. You don't have to say anything. As long as you're enjoying the streams, that is all I wish for. Now, Healing Wisps. Release tiny bolts of life energy that restore a large amount of health to the target. Okay. Contra Wave of Invigorating Energy. Affected allies gain a bonus to resolve and damage dealt. We've got Burn Freeze, which is quite nice. And we've got Rim Spike down there. Now, Burn Freeze. How much lore does that require? Lantry could have Burn Freeze. In fact, Lantry could do all sorts of things. Lantry could have the Healing Aura. Oh no, not quite. That's a lie. Complete lie. Expression used to create spells that affect distant targets. Affect targets within a cone. Okay, now we're up to 40, and this requires an extra 30. Okay. This is nasty. And this could actually be popped down on both of you. Instead of Rim Spike, which has a decent range, this has got a 6-meter range. It'll hit a lot of enemies. Unleash a spray of icicle shards in a cone. Each hit pierces the target's armor and deals frost damage, but not just that. Mage Fire Affliction is there as well. Yeah, I actually quite like that. You've currently got Unravel Minds, but I think maybe we should go with something else. Charged Fist, it's fine. You shouldn't really be in the middle of the fights. Concussive Bolt. I think I'll give you this instead of Concussive Bolt, actually. Maybe even instead of Surge of Glory. It's a bit hard to say that one. You've got a lot of good spells. Rim Spike is good, but I don't have many that affect close up. I think I'm going to overwrite this one. Yeah, there we go. That is a potent spell there. We could also pop over there. Actually, can we upgrade this anymore? We can, in fact. 20 there. No, that's not the one. We could go with Sigil of Reach and Grasp. So we'd add an extra 1.2 meters to this. That'll be good. Area of Effect. That would make this extremely far out, but no. This one's only an extra 10, 20. Accent that reduces the cooldown of the spell. No, I don't think so. We'll go with extra range. Let's assign that one over it. There we go. There we are. That's quite a decent spell there. Release several waves of electrical energy, charging enemies with shock vulnerability. Following the final wave, unleash all contained energy upon foes in a violent surge of power. That's quite nice. Bombard distant targets with concussive force. The force of the impact is and interrupts. I like the interrupts, so I'm going to keep those. But perhaps electric jolts. It's not a terrible one, but I kind of like this a little bit more. So let's pop that one down there. I really do like the Mage Fire. Now, the problem with the Mage Fire is it is going to take off my other spells. That is a good point. Maybe that won't be as useful to have. Well, we'll see how it goes for now. But I think they may share a cooldown, unfortunately. We'll have to work that out as we go. Okay, Lady Shilab. Please give Siri plenty of hugs from me. Right, can we rest in the spire at all? Before we do anything else. Let's go and have a quick look at the spire itself, shall we? And then I'll also have a quick word with Barak. The sculpture doesn't respond to your touch. Okay.
On it.
Oh, yes, please. Can I have another coffee? Thank you. Right.
It is rare enough that anyone has the opportunity to proclaim an edict, much less break one. How are you holding up, Fatebinder?
To be honest, my head hurts, or I toy with powers greater than my understanding, and yet I don't stop. Let's think about this one. Take care, people live and die. To be honest, my head hurts. Well, my head doesn't hurt, so that's not true. I'm not going to lie to the guy.
At least you are aware of your recklessness. I would be more concerned if the case was otherwise.
Very well.
Take care that you don't exhaust yourself and become worthless to the war effort.
Barak looks you up and down with appraisal, keeping any conclusions to himself, however.
What can I do for you?
We'll talk later, Barak. I'm not gelling with Barak as much as I am with some of the other characters, but that isn't to say that I don't like the guy. But I think it's going to be a while. We should rest, I think, up here. Let's have a bit more of a walk in a diamond, please. Yeah, that's a bit better. I like that. I like that a lot more. Right. Rests for now. Camping will use a set of camping supplies. Do you want to camp here? Yeah, I kind of think I should. There we are. Let's just have a day. There we are. It's now daytime. And we're all well rested. Spire rest bonus. There we go. Until next rest. Stand seeking sheath. Good. Right. Okay. Time for us to make our march. I want to leave. I want to go all the way. The Ironhall Trail. Ironhall Trail is but one of many trading routes that snake through Haven's wilderness to link travelers to Lethian's Crossing. Its most notable feature is a seasonally accessible river. You know what? Merchant's Crossing. I've got tasks. Let me just have a quick look. Where are we going? Forgebound, Lethian's Crossing, Fire Inside, Lethian's Crossing, The Weight of Ages, Forgebound, Kairos Law, Stirring Visions. Okay, well, everything is pointing to Lethian's Crossing, but no particular area to be. Its most notable feature is a seasonally accessible river crossing that is prone to flooding during the high. Actually, I think the Ironhall Trail is the one that we've gotten allowance through. Not usually a crossroads, and as well travelled by soldiers, farmers, and peasants as merchant caravans, no one is entirely sure how this stretch of winding, lightly wooded road came to by its name. Some suggest it's for the bandits that haunt the area, offering the forking path between the merchants' rings and their life. Okay, let's head down. I like that. Take care, Sinbari. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I hope you enjoy work. Right then. There's Malthora. Okay, this is a very small area. Good.
On the lookout.
Let's move slowly, though. Let's not rush. Have a good look. Apparently I can tax the back of your cart without you even noticing. Okay, can't see anything else here. Alright. Verse, you're up. I'm not open for business, friend, and I'm not looking for trouble. Basila in Lethian's Crossing expects me with the shipment shortly. Wouldn't want to keep her waiting. The merchant watches you warily as you approach, a heavy pack hanging from her shoulder. Soft and well fed, this one, but look at her stance. She can handle herself. Verse takes the woman in with a long, appraising gaze. Excuse me? The merchant blinks. I'm going to glare silently. You must have me mistaken for someone else, I assure you. Oh, fine. The road to Stalwart is paved in iron. Her sighs. The farms of Azure are mostly air. She nods with relief. What? Oh, Scallywag, was I meant to have read something? Well. I'm gonna go with the Queen of Apex died friendless. What? No, it's... Yeah, their papers aren't aflame. Please, I'm trying to work here. Okay. But I'm fairly certain I never saw that. Landry, charming. Sorry about the formalities. If word got back to the voices that I was cutting corners on the security, let's just say I prefer my tongue in my mouth and my bowels in my... well, bowels, I guess. She shakes her head. Oh, right. I was just interjecting. I should have just stayed silent. Of course, Verse did ask me to shut up about that. Well, I know you were the governor of the crossing, right? I doubt you remember me. Traders come and go. I'm Malfora. She opens her hands to you, palms out. We give one passphrase and you're willing to discuss things openly. So much for discretion. What do you have for us? I'm going to ask what does the voices in the rat want us to know? Not one for foreplay, are you? Verse shakes her head. Right. Malfora glances between the two of you before her eyes settle on Verse. The man you're interested in calls himself Crocus. No idea whether that's what his mother named him. Showed up in the crossing a few months back, picking fights and looking for rings. He ran afoul of the garrison, and they stomped the pants gravy out of him. That quieted him down for a bit. But when he started casting around for work again, he boasted of this victory against a band of Furies during the war. Not a smart thing to brag about. Very stupid, in fact. You'd think a story like that would scare off any potential employers, but Aisa never been the brightest ring on the rope. She shakes her head. Who is Aisa? A cloth dealer, originally out of Azure, runs a circuit from the crossing to the brothers and down into the calmer edges of the Bladegrave. He hired Crocus and a few others last week, claiming he needed extra protection for his daughter. Why had he brought his daughter to the crossing in the first place? Overlord only knows. What do you think, Verse? Shit sticks. It's not going to be easy to find a caravan between here and the Bladegrave. Verse curls her lower lip below her uneven teeth. Luckily for you, I'm very good at what I do. Malfora smiles and produces a scroll from her pack. He usually goes to Stalwart by way of the Ocean Spire, but he's cutting east to make time and avoid beasts. She wraps a knuckle on a thick black line. Hunter's Respite. Your best bet is to wait for him here, at Hunter's Respite. She points to a position just south of Haven. What can you tell me about Hunter's Respite? I'm supposed to wait for him and hope he shows up. What's your role in all of this? Just who are you exactly? What can you tell me about Hunter's Respite? A small stretch of wilderness far enough off the trade road to dissuade raiders, but never enough to avoid losing much time. The isolation recommends it, but not much else. Honestly, the Respite's starting to get too well known as a stopover. I give it a year before thieves start hitting it. Let's see. And yeah, I totally have played the Shadowrun games, Kyle. What's your role in all of this? Mostly, I'm open ears. Came up in the bastard tier, but made for Haven when I could leave home. She twitches, then waves off a bug that buzzes past you. Started hauling goods between the crossing and Sunder, eventually expanding down to the brothers, and even as far as Ardent in the good year. The conquest was bad for business, but then, though, I heard and knew a lot more than I did before. By then, though, I heard and knew a lot more than I did before. Thought I could turn a profit swapping information with the Archon. I thought right. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Hail Kairos, she straightens and quickly salutes. Thank you, Malfora. Yeah, thanks. When we find this bastard, we'll open him from balls to chin. You now know everything I know about this so-called Fury Slayer. If you have any other questions, you'll have to ask someone else. Malfora bows informally at the waist. Well. And, sure, yoink. Thank you.
You got it.
Just, collecting taxes. Intercept Crocus at Hunter's Ras. We're going to go there first. We're not going to waste time on that one. You have learned of Crocus, a man who has boasted about killing 3 Scarlet Furies in Apex during the conquest, accepted to work as a caravan guard for a merchant named Isa. The caravan's scheduled route includes a stop at Hunter's Respite. Verse wants to confront Crocus there. Then Verse shall get what she wants. Verse. Ooh, we've unlocked this. Okay. Project intense flames towards Verse, which she catches on her blades and spins into an aura of wreathing flames around her. Nearby foes will take burn damage from the flames while they last. Not impressed by my display of weakness. Oops. Okay. Right. Very well.
I got it.
Thank you very much for the help. We'll be on our way. Now, Hunter's Respite. Well, actually, before we go, let me just have a look back over what we've got. Now, there doesn't seem to be a log. Encyclopedia, biography, quests, notes. No. No, it doesn't seem that I've got a straight up log of conversations, which is a shame. But it also puts a little bit more emphasis on you. I love the fact they've got a notes section. Reminds me of things like Morrowind. But I will be honest, I've been coddled by games for a long while now. And the part of me that used to take notes and used to approach everything with a view that I have to remember this because the game isn't going to let it help me out. I just need to know it myself. That part is buried. Hopefully I can start digging it out. I've been caught a few times. For example, where Verse just then asked me not to talk, but I talked. Because I was assuming I had to. I was assuming the game wanted me to. I should have just remained silent. The game is giving me all the information I need. I'm just not using it. And that's on me. So I need to try and remind myself of that. Right. Okay, so Hunter's Respite. We're going to go straight there. We're not lingering. I love the questing in Morrowind. Because it didn't hold your hand.
Quiet down.
Right, let's have a quick look. Taste of blood. 1 weapon hit. 1% health every 6 seconds. Radius. 1 weapon hit. Foe target versus parry. Bleeding for 30 seconds. Okay, Sentinel. It's no. Calm down. Deft Blade. Someone else as well. Okay, what have we got? There we go. Crocus. Cairo. Snapshot. Deft Blade. Crocus. If we head down here, maybe we can sneak up a little bit closer to them and maybe get in on Crocus first. Let's have a quick look at what else is going on. Snapshot. These don't appear to be important peeps.
Can't do that.
Alright, let's go and speak with Crocus. We don't know yet what's going on. And I don't think we're just going to launch straight into an attack. We're going to go and try and talk with him. But we'll try and get as close as we can before they stop us. Oh, they're moving. Let's have a look. Oh. A tall, thin man in bronze and leather scrutinizes your approach, hands on the hilt of his blade. That's far enough, stranger. Alright, Crocus, we've got company. His voice comes out low and rough. Oi, Crocus, we've got company, I should have said. A Tia's accented growl. A massive man answers the lookout's cry. His approach marked by the pronounced swagger. Crocus rests a massive axe on one broad shoulder. His hair seems to have migrated largely from his scalp to his chin, and the veins at his temples stand out against the deeply tanned skin. Besides Cairo here, I've got an entire squad behind me, experienced warriors all, so I'm left wondering, who the fuck are you? Well, I'm your slow, painful death, Crocus. Point to verse. I'm Fatebinder Aavak, but more importantly, this is verse. Cairo, you must be the merchant, Aisa, and this, your loudmouthed daughter. That's 47. Shout menacingly. I'm here for Crocus. The rest of you have this one chance to leave with your guts still inside you. I mean... It's tempting. If I let them know who I am, it might swage things. Whether they be necessarily straight out to go for a Fatebinder, I don't know. No, I'm going to introduce myself. I don't know what was going on with you, Crocus. You crossed one of mine, so that does mean you're probably going to die. But still, it would be uncivilized for me to kill you without you knowing the name of your killer. I'm about to adjudicate your head open. Justice for my Fury sisters, she grins hungrily. Oh shit. To arms! To arms! The mystery blinks rapidly as recollection sets in. Okay, it's going to be a big fight then. Maybe I should have gone for athletics, but unfortunately we're also pulling all of them in, it seems. Okay. I could have gone for some spells first, but oh well, a bit too late now. Concussive bolts, icicle storm. Blood of the fallen. Rain corrosive blood down upon your foes. Let's get that going right there. That's option number 1. Is that... I forget if this is... Right, there we go. I would like you to use Titan's Touch on yourself. That should be happening. I can't remember if it's left click or right click here, but we'll see. Verse. Ideally. Titan's Touch on yourself. Lantry. Move you to the side. There we go. Okay. Let's just make sure that all of this is going off in the right order. Let's drop that down there. Lantry. Got Rhyme Spike, which is nice. Plus one armor penetrated by attacks for 60 seconds. Let's drop this on everyone. I'm gonna have the buff, basically. Now,
Got it.
I should be able to slow combat down. Let's quickly have a look at the options. Been a little while. It can't be changed. I wouldn't change it anyway. How dare? Where is the speed? There we are. Alright, so let's bring this down to slow mode. Let's get this going. Yeah, that kind of annoys, but whatever. Right, you should have your spell going. Roar at targets in a cone, frightening them. If this ability is used from stealth, foes will be terrified instead. Well, that's not happening now. But go ahead and do that. Lantry. You've used your ability. Great. Fall back a bit if you can. And you, for now, let's go for Burn Freeze on them. Ideally. Can you do that? No? Can you move? Oh dear, you can't get past. That's kind of annoying. That is actually deeply annoying. Let's go for them with this then. Let's get all of them hit with that if we can. And as for me, we'll use Burn Freeze on... Actually, it'll hit quite a lot of you, so let's do our best. Right, you super need to not be taking all of this. Mrs. Deathblade, Mrs. Cairo. Mage File deals a load to Deathblade. Deathblade, frozen. Frozen, frozen, good. I would like you very much to just quaff a health pot. As for me, draw back. Kills in shadow. Breaking iron. Strike forcibly with a weapon, dealing damage and sundering the target's armor for an extended duration. Do they have armor? Let's lock on them. Armor against crushing. Armor against piercing. Armor against slash. So yes. Sunder their armor for me. Lantry's in a rough way though. He's hobbled currently. Rhyme Spike though could work. But let's try and focus our attention where we can. As we can. I could hit everyone with Icicle Storm here. So another powerful attack. Low health on Verse. Hopefully Verse can get a bit of health. Go. She's healing herself, I think. Beastman knocked out Lantry. That is unfortunate. Okay. There we go. And Verse is about to go down. If I can get a heal on Verse, that would be great, but odds of that are dropping fairly quickly. Charge Fist.
Savor Deathblood.
It may come down to Aavak and Kills in Shadow finishing this, but... Right, you've got a heal off, which is good. I could try and have False Pit just to knock everyone down if possible. We'd hit a couple of enemies, but whether we can make that really work, I don't know. We don't want that one. Immune to engagement for 5 seconds. That's not what we want. We'll go for a skewer. If we can take you out of this, then it would be ideal. Come on, take him down. No. And she's down. Never mind. Never mind, we've got you down, which is the main thing. Try and knock all of them down if you can. That's fine. Now, Fulmination. We can smack a good amount of people with this. It's fine. Good. Keep feeling nothing for now. Good. Another decent attack. But you are going to go down reasonably fast. These are strong attackers, unfortunately. Both instantly dash to a target and attack. The Fate Binder's attack stuns the target and any enemy nearby, while Kills in Shadow inflicts a powerful bleed effect. We could try that, actually. No, I don't think that's going to happen now. Damn it. Kills in Shadow, can you quaff anything? Or have you already used everything you had? No, you're down, so you can't. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Try for Concussive Bolt. I'm relying way too heavily on... yeah, way too heavily on all of my abilities here. My magic abilities, that is. Go for Burn Freeze. I think this is going to be another failure, unfortunately, but oh well. Go for it. There we go. They may actually die from that, which would be ideal. Cooldown 20 seconds. That would be nasty. I could go for a thrust. Can I use my potions? I can, so actually quaff that quickly. There we go. Hopefully that will take them out. I don't know if it will, though. I could also use that.
I got it.
Ideally. Let's get this going. 33% health. I'm really relying on that burning, taking them out. Create a cloud of obscuring shadows and dust. For a short duration, enemies that use physical attacks against you have a significantly increased chance to miss. During this time, your attacks will also be less effective. But it'll give me a bit of time. Can I get that going? Right, one down. Good. There we are. Fantastic. Let's go for another burn freeze. I'm hoping that lasts. Or has it gone off? No, it's still there. I'm kind of relying on my magic. Not running low here. Not getting the same loss. Though the arrows are going to be a massive blow. Go for it. Right. False pit. If I can knock you down and then go and engage the mage. Okay, that's another one down. Are we going to pull that off? No. Damn. Kind of need you to stop attacking me. So I can go and deal with the archer. Super bad. No, didn't affect. Damn it. But you can quaff another potion. How much shock damage? You've got no shock protection, so I could use this. But I've still got to deal with that archer, eventually. Go for it. Come on. And wallop. I could have another heal. Wow. The fact that Aavak is still in this fight is kind of crazy to me. Heal. Quickly. Oh, thank goodness. It was just in time. I really want you to stop fighting me. You're a bigger threat to me right now than the Beastman is. So if I can just set you on fire, it's going to mess you up for a bit. That didn't set you on fire, though. Unfortunate. But it's the way it is. Yep, that hurts. Come on. Quickly. Alright, that did not work. Come on, ability. Now, quick, quaff. Oh, so close. So very close. Alright. Mousy Karina, thank you very much for the sub. 5 months. Yeah, this sucks. Pull that off? No, you did not pull her off. Much suckitude. Need your healing spell back. Super bad. Come on. No! Mutual KO. Damn it. Well, if nothing else, I learned a lot about how Aavak can fight there. So, that was decent. Yeah, Dorine, the idea of setting something on fire with ice does seem odd, and yet, you know, the mage fire does work. Okay. Load. It's a Hunter's Respite. Ice is best fire. Yeah, it genuinely does seem it. But the problem there is we just walked straight into that fight without any kind of prep and without good positioning. Am I going to choose the same options? Yeah, I am actually. But one thing I noticed... Kills in Shadow, you do have a health potion. Good. I need to make use of these potions a bit more.